What's going on, guys and girls? Rob here, and we have History Maker Baseball, and we have the St. Louis Cardinals visiting the Minnesota Twins today. And DH is available, but the Cardinals, with Bob Forsch, have decided to forego that. They're going to let their pitcher hit. So it's going to be very interesting. Their pitcher is a very good hitter, so we'll see what's going on. Both in sunny moods. Dick Stello at the plate, Durwood Merrill, John McSherry, Jerry Newdecker, two National League umpires up in middle, two American League on the corner. Okay, here we go. We're ready to go. Tom Herr, like potato chips. Tom Herr. Let's see what's going to happen here. 135. Wow. We're going to start off right off with an unusual result. A 135. And it's with a dot. Sue, it's a 1 with a black 3. Yes, it is. Memorable plays in the field. All right. 23, third baseman Gold. Is the third baseman Gold. Let's just keep it on 23 right there. Castino for the Twins. Is he gold? Semi-gold? Dot says yes, he's gold. Yes. Makes a lunge and nab, a well-hit ball. Robin batter of hit. 5-3. How about that? Semi-gold, turn to gold. Nice play by Castino of the Twins. Ted Simmons, batting both. He can bat. He's batting left right now, catching for the Redbirds today. Catching for the Cardinals. And it's a 1-1-5. 1-1-5 fresh. Yes, it is. He is fresh. Pop up to the second baseman. All right. Bobby Bonds. How about that? Did you know Bobby Bonds played for the Cardinals? If you didn't, you know it now. Bobby Bonds batting third today. Another 135. How about that? Damn, I go 130. I go forever not hitting 135s. No dot. Balks and bogeys. So let's see what happens. 25. Single, but lead runner thrown out trying to get an extra base. All right. Since they don't have a lead runner, we're just going to put Bonds at first. So nobody's out. That's a single. First hit of the ball game. And we go to Keith Hernandez. Famous New York Met. 2 135s in the top of the first. How about that? 146. Flash, semi-flash, no dot, no flash. Is he a champion? He's a semi-champion. Uh-oh. Dot says he's a champion. Bloop single left field. Runners advance one base on hits, so it's just a single. Just a single for Keith Hernandez. George Hendrick is up now. 2 away here in the first inning. George Hendrick, 235. Wild. Erickson's not wild. Eager. Semi-eager. Dot says no, he's not. Ground at second base, unless he's patient. Nope. Ground at second base, so it's going to be a 4-3, put out no runs, cross the plate, top of the first for the Cardinals. We go to the bottom of first. No scoring here at Minnesota. All right. Roy Smalley, shortstop for the Twins. 4-5-5. Flash. Bob Force, no. Home run king, he no. Ground out to first baseman, so it'll be 1 unassisted. Roy Smalley. Ken Landreau, center fielder for the Twins. Ken Landreau. 1-2-5, not 1-3-5. 1-2-5, struggling. Nope. Patient. Nope. Ground out to third, unless he's a whiffer. 5-3. He's not a whiffer. No strikeouts yet in this game. How about that? Hoskin Powell. Anybody remember that name? That's one that just flies over my head. Hoskin Powell. Right fielder for the Twins. Never heard of him. If I have, I don't remember it. 1-2-2. Workman. Force not a Workman. Champ or whiffer. He's neither. The line out to third base, so we'll just pop it third. And that will end Twins having the first. Going to the second, no score. Cardinals, Twins. All righty. Leon the Bull Durham. Bull Durham here. 156. Whiffer. Is he a whiffer? He is a semi-whiffer. Dot says he's a whiffer. It's first strikeout of the game. Ken Wrights. Ken Wrights. Both teams have pretty decent benches, too, if we have to go that way. 116. Fresh. Yep, he's fresh. Strikeout. Starting pitchers will be fresh. 5 innings. That's the way we're going that way with it. Gary Templeton now. 2 out. 114. Fresh. Yes. 6-3 put out. Yep. We're going to the bottom of the second. No score. Cardinals or Twins. John Castino playing third base for the Twins. 1-2-3. Both flash and fresh new. Granted, it's shortstop unless it's a high arrow type thing. No. It's short. 6-3. 6-3. Morales now. He's a DH for the Twins, taking advantage of the DH today. Cardinals or not. See if the Cardinals can win with the pitcher hitting instead. Could happen. Who knows? 2-2-2. 2-2-2. Sad sack. No. Double to center. Whoop. Whoop. Is he a home run king? If he is, he hits a home run. Nope. It's a double. He hits to center field. Double. And we're going to a chart for Ron Jackson. The first baseman, I'm sorry. For chart, we're going team chemistry. Team chemistry. 13. Pitching team harmony, yes. Infielder makes a dab and stab. Hot liner out. We'll give it to the shortstop. 2 out. So that ended. Oh, it didn't end it, but it's 2 outs now with Butch Weiniger. Butch Weiniger. Whoops. Butch Weiniger. 3-3-4. Ace or star? No. Sad sack. Nope. Single to left. Whoop. Oh, let's look at the flag. Is he eager batter? Nope. If he was, he'd ground out. Nope. But he singles to left field. Runners advance 2 bases on any hit. And that's the first run of the game. And Minnesota's up 1-0 now. RBI single by Butch Weiniger. Rob Wilfong, second baseman now. 2 outs, man at first. They'd love to add on a few more, I'm sure. 245. 245. See a hero. Nope. Pops out to second base. And that does it for the Twins. And we're going to Bob Force is going to bat this inning. And while he does, we're going to go with the player experience chart. You want to play experience? 14. Prospect batter. No, he's not a prospect batter. Bloop single. Bob Force leads off third inning with a single. How about that? First hit of the game for the Cardinals. They've had a couple of hits already. Tom Herr, though, is up. I'm sorry, I put the Twins down as no runs. They've got a run right there. So it's 1-0. I'm sorry. Cardinals have a man on base for Tom Herr up. Tommy Herr. 155. 155 is a home run king. He is not. Fly out center field. Top of the third here with one out. We go to Ted Simmons. Popped that to the second baseman first time up. 4, 5, 6. Patient. See a patient hitter? Nope. Fly out. Center field as well. And with Bobby Bonds, not Barry Bonds, Bobby Bonds coming up, we want a team chemistry chart with a dot. 46, pitching team dissonance. No. Nope. Otherwise, it's infield drama. Infield drama. 16, shortstop gold. Is Roy Smalley gold? I don't think he is. No, he's not. 16, he's not gold. Sharp line through short, base hit. So, it'll be first and second now. Keith Hernandez is up now with 2 men on base. All right. One, 2, 5. Struggling. No. Is he patient? No. Ground out to third, unless he's a whiffer. Ground out to third. 5-3 put out. And now let me go check a phone, guys. Phone going crazy over here. All right. Be right back. Oh, yeah. It's one nuts.
It's mine, isn't it?
Yeah, just checking.
Just stop updating.
All right.
It's nobody, is it?
I don't think so. I don't guess so, no. That's good. Yeah, yours was crazy, man. All right. Okay. We are going to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Twins. One nothing. Rick Sofield, not Schofield, not Dick Schofield, but Rick Sofield, number 9 batter, left fielder. 3, 5, 6. Same. He's right-hander. He's left. No. Utility or sad sack? No. Single. All right. How about that? Roy Smalley nails up. 225. Star. Force, not star. No. Slugger or sad sack? Semi-slugger. Dot says no. Single to center field. One base on single, so it's first and second. Kenny Landreau is up now. Ken Landreau. Another 225. Star? No. Slugger or sad sack? Nope. Single to center field? It's another single, so it's wow. How about that? Bases are loaded now. Powell is up. Hoskin Powell with nobody out. Bob Force really needs to get something done here. 466 control. He's got double control. Pitch red. Single to left field. All right. So let's see. Runner advances 2 bases on singles. Okay. 1, 2 runners home. So it's going to be first and third on that single with 2 RBIs. Double control means, I guess, you get another single right behind it. I don't know. And it'll be first and third, be another RBI. 3 runs in already. That's what I'm getting from double control. Same thing happens twice in a row. So, first and third. And I mean, now he is shaking up. The pitcher is shaking up. It's 4-0. They're going to have to go to the bullpen very soon. Castino now. Let's see what he's going to do. 344. See, a prospect. No. Patient. No. Pop up second base. And that will be infield fly rule. All right. All right. Jose Morales. Actually, it won't be the infield fly rule, not with first and third, first and second. That's what it would take for infield fly rule. But Morales there, wasn't it? Yeah. Sorry. Ron Jackson is up now. We're going through so many batters so quickly. It's crazy. 256. Struggler. He's not a struggler now. Finally. Champion or patient? Nope. Infield drama. Infield drama. 26. Second baseman gold. It's Tom Hergold. He's not. He's active, but he's not gold. 26. Solid single in the center field. And that's going to be another run. Wow. Single RBI. And now it is 5-0. And now Butch Weinerger's up with only one out. Bob Force needs a double play right now. And if when he comes in to bat again, you can bet it's going to be his day. 133. Slugger, new. Fly out to left. 2 away, and now Rob Wilfong, the 9th batter this inning. 1-1-3. Ace or dynamic? No. See a slugger? Nope. Single to center field unless he's a sad sack home run king. Nope. It's a single. And load your bases up. Rick Sofield now. Bases are loaded. Bases are loaded. 1, 2, 4. Control. He's got double control. Ground shortstop. 6-3. Wow. So we'll put 3 there. We'll put a line there, and we'll make a 4 out of that. We'll make a 5 out of that. Make a 6 out of that. A 7 out of that. Make an 8 out of that. Make a 9 out of that. 4 runs that inning. Big inning for the Twins, although they left the bases loaded. I mean, they had a lot more on the pond. So, Bobby Force. They're going to be forced to go to the bullpen. Oh, yeah, I found my card of Tug McGraw. He was in with the Pirates cards. I don't know how he got there. But he got in there some way or another. So he sneaked off. He sneaked off to Pittsburgh. How about that? We'll call it that. George Hendrick batting now. Top of the 4th. 5-0. 5-0. 5-5. Flash. Erickson has semi-flash. He's got flash right there. Strikeout. Does he have good eye? Nope. It's a strikeout for George Hendrick. 1 away. Leon the Bull Durham. Leon Durham. 1 away. 1-5-5. Home run king. No, believe it or not. Fly out center field. He's about everything. Hero, slugger, all that, but not a home run king. Ken Wrights. 1-2-4. 1-2-4. Control. He does have control. Ground shortstop. Nothing there. Bob Force now. Going to be pitching to Roy Smalley in the 4th inning. Down 5-0. They can't afford to go down any more now. So they really can't. 136. Ace. He's not an ace. Whiffer or cold. Nope. Infield drama. Infield drama. 24. Is a second baseman goal. I think we already checked for her and said that her was not gold. He's not gold. 24. He's not. E4. And Roy Smalley gets on the E4. Ken Landreau, he got a single his last time up. Ken Landreau, 145. Struggler, believe it or not, he's not a struggler. Ground out to third. 5-4-3. No error. We can check for an error, but it's not one. Austin Powell knocked in 2 runs earlier. 6 and 6 is in ace. No. Sad sight. Nope. Deep drive. We got to do a glove. Glove check. We got to do a glove check. Four. Gone. It's out of here. Home run. Austin Powell. 2 more RBIs. He's at 4 RBIs of the day. Seven to nothing. This is not a game now. It's becoming a blowout. 7-0, 166. Workman or Gilded? Nope. See a whiffer? Nope. Ground out to third. And that's 2 outs. And with Morales coming up, player experience chart. Player experience chart. 45. Prospect batter. 6-3 put out. 2 more runs cross. It's 7-0 right now, going to the top of the 5th. If it becomes a 10-run game, we will call it due to lack of a crowd. We'll call the game due to the lack of a crowd because the crowd, we're down to 42 people in the crowd. We started this game with 33,000 people. We're down to 14 now. So, and the home team's winning. Just imagine if the road team was winning. 7-0. Yeah. Gary Templeton, 366. Pinch hitter. He's not. Fly out center field. The home team's booing because the road team can't get a run on base. Bob Forsch. You know what? He's actually going to bat, and then he's going to come out of the game. He's a hero slugger. He's got a lot of good things going for him. Better than most of the batters for Cardinals. Let's see what a 366 is. Is he a pinch hitter? Nope. Fly out center field. Wow. If it was a pinch hitter, if we would have pinch hit from Forsch, it would have been it'd have been a hit. That's the way it goes. And Tom Herr, 244. Ace. No. Champion. No. Grounded shortstop, unless he's a whiffer. It's a 6-3. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And we really, tonight's crowd is pitiful. It's beyond pitiful, folks. 14 people here in Minneapolis. And, it's not getting any better. Let's see what we're going to do here. Don Hood is going to come in to pitch for the Cardinals this time. That's Don Hood. Little Red Riding's brother. Don. Bob Forsch went 4 innings and gave up 7 runs, all earned. How about that? Anybody here with me tonight? Yeah. This is a dead room tonight. Don Hood. We'll put him down. We're not going to put him down to bat because he doesn't look like a good hitter. he doesn't have to hit when it's his turn. We can actually put somebody in to hit for him. All right. Jackson. Ron Jackson's up. 1-2-2. 1-2-2. Workman. No, Hood's not a Workman. Is he a Champ or a Whiffer? Nope. Line out to third. One away. Welcome to the chat room. 7-0 Twins over the Cardinals. The ass whipping is on. 245. Hero. Pop out to second. And we got to go to the right now chart for Rob Wilfong. So let's see what Wilfong is going to do. He's got a dot. We're going to actually play our experience chart. 34. Prospect batter. No. One unassisted. Up the first base line. Players would have got a chance to move up, but it didn't matter. We are done with 5 innings here. 14 people still left here at the Minneapolis, the Dome. Started with 33,000 people. 14 people still here. 7-0. Going to the 6th inning. Tom Herr. No, Ted Simmons is batting. I'm sorry. Ted Simmons bat. 1-2-6. Fresh. Erickson is no longer a semi-fresh. Johnson. So line out to second. Yeah. He'll be semi-fresh for the next 2 innings. Erickson's doing a job. Bobby Bonds. Bobby Bonds is batting. Played for the Cardinals. I never knew that. That's something I just didn't remember, I guess. 122. Workman. He's not a Workman. Champ or Whiffer. He is a Whiffer. Nub to infield single to third. Yeah. So you got a hit. 3 hits in the game for Bobby Bonds. 3 singles. The team only has 5. He's got 3 of them. Keith Hernandez. Keith Hernandez now. 1-1-5. Is he fresh? Semi-fresh? Dot says yes. Pop up to the first baseman. Semi-fresh pitcher. George Hendrick now is up. Man at first with 2 out. And this is starting to become it's been a route for a while, guys. 235. 235. Wild? He's not wild. See, eager. Semi-eager. Dot says he's eager. Single. Through shortstop. How many bases will he get? Just 1. Station to station. Leon Durham is up. Men at first and second. This is the biggest chance Cardinals have had this whole game. Cardinals. 1-3-6. Is he an ace? No. Is he a whiffer or cold? Semi-whiffer. No. Infield drama. 16. Shortstop gold on this team. Roy Smalley, I don't think it's gold, is he? He is not gold. Nope. Uh-oh. Kind of thinking what's going to happen. Sharp line through short, base hit. And it's still going to be station to station since it was a 1. Lead on a 1. So now Wright's is coming up. You know what? We're going to pinch hit for Kenny Wrights. We'll be right to back. Let's see what we got going on here. Who can hit for Wrights? I don't know. We have some utility players. Kenny Overfield, Tito Landrum. Really don't have a lot going on here. Dane Org. And then bring in Mike Ramsey maybe to play the position. So Kenny Wrights is leaving. We're going to let Dane Org. So we're just going to pinch hit Org in the 6th. Dane Org. Let's see what's happening. Bases are loaded. 2 outs. Dane Org in. Let's see what he can do. 1-1 force. He fresh. Semi-fresh. New. Home run king. Sad sack. No. Double to left field. Oh, 2 bases on doubles. Active runner score from any hit. So if Durham, I don't think Durham's an active runner though. He is not. So what we're going to do, we're going to get 2 runs in for the Cardinals, and we'll be at second and third. How about that? Second 2-base hit, and we'll put 2 RBIs down for Dane Org. And well done by him. And we will put Mike Ramsey now to take his place. And actually, we'll let Org stand and run. Gary Templeton now. 7-2 game. Getting a few runs going across there now. 3-3-4. Ace. He is a star pitcher. Pop up to first. Yeah. But not before the Cardinals got a 2 spot right there. Then we are going to the bottom of the 6th. And Twins up 7-2. 7-2. Don Hood now. He pitched the 5th. He pitched a good, clean 5th inning, so let's see what he can do here. Sofield, 2-2-5. Star. Semi-star. Dot says, yep. Ground out to shortstop, 6-3. 1 away. Welcome to chat, guys. What's up? Nobody's saying anything tonight. Let me open chat up. There we go. Chat's open now. Roy Smalley. Somebody say hi to me. 6th inning. Give me a complex if you don't. 233. 233. Ace or star? Don Hood is a star. Yep, ground shortstop. 2 outs. 2 away. Ken Landreau. 5-5-6. Ace. It's his sad sack. Nope. Double to right field. Double. Ken Landreau gets a double. Hoskin Powell's up now. .145. He's struggling. No. Ground third. Yep. 5-3 put out. Now Hood has pitched all he's going to pitch. 2 innings. He didn't give up no runs. Don Hood is done. And we're going to let Tito Landrum bat for the pitcher this inning. Landrum batting here in the 7th. Who's going to be our new pitcher? John Martin is going to be our new pitcher. John Martin for the Cardinals. So Tito Landrum is up now. Let's see what he can do. 2-2-5 star. Erickson is a star. Ground up. 2 third. 1 away. Tom Herr is up. 1-2-3. Flashing fresh. No. Ground to the shortstop. Unless it's high arrows. Nope. 6-3. Roger Erickson is pitching a dandy of a game so far. 2 outs here in the 7th. He's sticking with it. Ted Simmons. 4-4-6. Star. He is ground out second. 4-3. I do it right there for the 7th for the Cardinals. Going to the bottom of the 7th. Twins 7. Cardinals 2. John Martin is pitching now. John Castino is up. Whoops. 1-1-5. Fresh. Yep. Pop up to the shortstop. Morales. Jose Morales. DH. 4-5-6. Patient. New. Flout center field. And purple chart. With team chemistry with a dot. 34. Bat and team harmony. Yes. And he smacks a single. Yep. They're harmonious. No doubt about that. That is Morales got out. Jackson got a single. All right. Butch Weiniger now is up with 2 out. Butch Weiniger, 3-3-4. Ace or star? No. See a sad sack? No. Single to left field unless. It's the eager batter. Nope. Single to left field. Runner advances 2 bases on any hit, so it's to be first and third. Rob Wilfong. Runners at the corners. 3-3-6. Ace or dynamic. No. Sad sack. Utility. Patient. Nope. Single to center field. 2 bases. So it's going to be another run for the Twins. So make it 8. Single. It's going to be an RBI. And we got to go to what chart? The red chart. What's the red chart? Player experience? Yep, player experience chart for Rick Sofield. 25. See the icon batter? He is not. Line up third. So that will do it. Twins get another one on the board. We're going top of the 8th. 8-2. Twins over the Cardinals. All right, Bobby Bonds, the bright spot for him. He is 3 for 3. 3 singles. He's scored one of the runs. 1-5-5. See a home run king? No, he's not. Fly out center. First time he's gotten out today. Keith Hernandez. 246. 246. Control. He has control. Ground out to the pitcher. 1-3. 2 outs here in the 8th. And Roger Erickson is riding this wave of runs. 8-run output by the Twins. 1-2-3. Both flashing fresh new. Ground to the shortstop unless it's a 1. It is. It's an error. It's going to be an error. It's going to be on the shortstop. It's going to be on the shortstop. So Gary Templeton gets an error. Oh, no. I'm sorry. It's only shortstop on the time. Roy Smalley gets an error. George Hendrick gets on E6. Sorry about that. Leon Durham, 2 out. 2 out. 4-4-6-4. Star. He is a star round second base, and that will do it. Wow. As quick as they get on, they get out, don't they? Wow. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. It's 8-2. All right. Roy Smalley. Has he got any hits today? He got a single, got on by an error. 136. Is he an ace? John Martin is not an ace. Is he a whiffer or cold? No. Infield drama with no dot. 25 infield drama. Second baseman iron is the second baseman iron. It's Tom Herr iron. No, he's not. Ground out. 4-3. What is going on, everybody? Chat must not be working tonight. Chat must not be working. Quiet. 466 control. Martin has control. Pitch red. Hit to left field. It's a single. How about that? Hoskin Powell now. One away. 1-3-4. Gold catcher for St. Louis. Simmons may be a gold catcher. He could be. He's not, though. So 134. See, a champion batter. No, he's not. Outfield drama with no dot. 16 is the right fielder, Stoic. It's Hendrik Stoic. He's not. 16, no, he's not. Makes dive and play. 2 outs. Castino is up here in the bottom of the 8th. 2 outs, man at first. 2:35. Wild. Nope. Eager. Yes, he is. Single through shortstop unless he's a whiffer. It's a single. Runner advance 1 base. It's a single. Morales up now. First and second. Player has got some runners in scoring position here for the Twins. 8-2 is the score. 134, gold catcher. He's not. Is he a champion? No. Outfield drama. 56 is a left fielder iron. Is Bonds iron? I don't know. No, he's not. So 56 lands in the glove. And Bobby Bonds finishes that off, and we go into the top of the 9th. 8-2. Twins looking to finish this game off as quick as possible. It looks like Roger Erickson going to try to finish it. Mike Ramsey, 123. See both flash and fresh. No, he's not. Ground out to the shortstop unless it's an error. It will be an error. It will be an error. E5. Ramsey gets on an E5. Gary Templeton up now. Nobody out, man on first. 1-2-3. Both flash and fresh. No. Ground out to the shortstop, and it will be a double play this time. 5-4-3. Yeah, it could have been an error again, but it's no lead dial up 1. So we're just going to let John Martin bat. Now we'll let Tony Scott bat here in the 9th. Tony Scott bats in the 9th. 2-4-5. See a hero? No. Pops out to second base, and that will do it for the game. That will do it for the game. Right. Let's see. What do we got here? 2 runs for the Cardinals, 8 for the Twins. That was a World Series back in, 85, I think. 85, Twins and Cardinals? I think it was. Maybe Royals and Cardinals. Hard to remember back that far. What's going on, guys? Okay. No, 7 ended at 8. Ended 8-2. Ended 8-2. show you what I got here. Got a little pull tab board here. A pull tab board. Been 8, yeah, a couple of runs, yeah. Leon Durham, Leon Durham or pinch hitter may have hit some runs in. Yeah. So thinking about maybe getting one of these off very soon. I don't know. You ever seen those before? What it is, it's 100 tabs here, and I'll put everybody's name back here. Peel that back, whatever number. Did Indiana win their bowl game? I don't know. I have not looked. Who are they playing? I picked them to win. Oh, my phone right in front of me here. Not a lottery player. Yeah, I got you. I do it a lot of times, like for chainsaws and stuff like that. Different things. I'll let you know right now. They're winning third quarter, 16-9 over Tennessee. Cincinnati beat Boston College. I picked Cincinnati in that one. Man, anybody play against me in this deal? Did anybody go against me? Don't look like it. My goodness. Have you seen my record in the bowl games? It's crazy. It's crazy. I picked Cincinnati to win. I picked Indiana to win. I picked Nevada to win tomorrow, Friday. Yeah, it's tomorrow. And I'm picking Tulane to win Saturday. And then Louisiana Lafayette, I guess they're playing Monday. Yeah. I'll pick him to beat Miami of Ohio. But I have done really, really well with the bowl games. Yeah. Yep. I picked Texas against Utah. Everybody in here, man, was all on me about that. They said, no, you can't pick Utah's going to kill them. I think Dave Little told me that. Now, it's like, what the hell was the score? 38-7 or some crap score? I mean, they beat the crap out of 38-10. Texas beat them. I mean, they walloped them. Utah plays nobody, man. Utah plays nobody. So, but Indiana, see what Indiana's doing tonight. Let's go back and check. They got the ball right now. They're down to the 27-yard line of Tennessee at this point, 2nd and 9. So they got a penalty on Tennessee of being offside, so they got extra 5 yards just a minute ago. Yeah, it got to be 8-2. That game was not interesting. I just picked 2 teams out of my bucket tonight. It was not 2 good teams at all. Let's see, -4 yards. There's a Ramsey on that game. There's a Ramsey just now playing third base for the Cardinals. And a Ramsey playing quarterback for Indiana. So now it's 4th and 13 at the 31. And facing a 48-yard field goal. Yeah. Up 7. Let's see what they're going to do. They'll probably kick. Tennessee favored by 3.5 in this game. Morning line. Everybody was betting on Indiana this morning. So I bet on them too. Let's see. Can they get a field goal through there? A field goal means a lot right now. You're up 7. And they bombed it through. 49-yard. Yeah, game just over 8-2. 8-2. Watching it, keeping up with the bowl games. My man right here, I slaughter bowl games. I'm telling you. All you have to do is tell me who's playing. I'm getting the most of them right. Um, Before yesterday, I was 19-11. And then yesterday, where'd they go? 5-1. 5-1. Cardinals got beat. 8-2. They didn't have anything for the Twins. Twins beat them up. Well, I went, let's see. The teams that played yesterday, yeah. Teams that play, I only missed one yesterday. Minnesota beat Auburn. I picked Alabama to beat Michigan. I picked Oregon to beat Wisconsin. I picked Georgia to beat Baylor. Tonight, I picked Cincinnati. Let's see, was it tonight? Cincinnati and Boston College? Yes. Indiana, I pick him to beat Tennessee. They're in the process of doing it right now. It's crazy. It's crazy. Telling you. Yeah. I showed him what I had right here, Ken. I get some of these off about 2 or 3 times a year. Oh, what's up, Interzone? What's going on? I ordered a bunch of them online. I have not heard. I have not heard that rumor. I see who the Redskins. Did you see who the Redskins got as D coordinator? How about that? Did you see that? Jack Del Rio. Jack Del Rio. Philip Rivers. Uh-huh. Okay. Needs to play indoors. Justin Herbert for the Oregon Ducks, why he may go to San Diego. Oh, how about that? Yeah. ESPN analyst names the perfect fit for Tom Brady. Tom Brady is not the answer for the Chargers. Being smart is. Yeah. Wow. How about that? How about that? Yeah. I'd heard a few options for Tom though, and that includes going to Vegas. Who knows? We'll see what happens there. That's a lot of things that can happen. The Josh Donaldson situation takes a little bit of a turn today. Um, he refuses an interview with one of the teams. Um, it was not told what team he wouldn't go talk to, but it is believed that it might have been the Nationals, and he refused to talk to them. He said, "I'm not going to go talk to this team. They can make whatever offer they want to me, but I'm not going to go talk to him." He was not going to make the ride, flight, or whatever it was to talk to a team today. So, and when asked, is it because of that team? And he said, yes. So can you imagine offering this guy 20 million for, or 60 million for 3 years? He doesn't even want to talk to you. That's the pressure. That's the pressure some of these guys have with their the guy working for them, their agent. Their agent's trying to get as much money for them, but there are some places some of these guys just do not want to play. And a lot of people don't want to play in Washington. Washington is a city. Brady could go to Vegas. Yeah. Um, Oakland is just the Raiders have just about well, and you know what? In their zone, I think this weekend we see. Personally, I think Brady's going to break out this weekend. I really do. I think this weekend he breaks out and he shows people exactly why the hell he's a top quarterback all the time. He hasn't had a team to play around all this year, and now by not having nobody to play around him, now they're saying he's washed up. He's washed up. He's washed up. That's what everybody's saying. The Brady to Vegas thing, I'd heard that maybe 3 weeks ago, but I'd heard more of a push of him going to the Chargers. Yeah, Oakland. Yeah, they're going to Vegas this year. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, that stadium is up and ready, man. 78,000, something like that. Yeah, 78,000. Yeah, we just got back from Vegas. Me and the wife was out there. And you could see it from a distance, but you couldn't see it real close. It's south and west of the city. Yeah. Where NASCAR is north and east of the city a little bit. But the football stadium is kind of off to itself. No parking lot. None. No parking. Zero. Not even for buses. No parking. Can you imagine the hassle that shit's going to be? No parking. They did not make a parking lot. So what is Vegas counting on? They're counting on 8. Yeah. They're counting on 8 home dates to fill up those casinos. Yeah, no tailgate, nothing. Filling up at casinos, and taxis are going to be at a premium. You don't, if they're going to sell out, Can you imagine renting a car? Where the hell would you put your car? Vegas is like no other place, folks. Vegas is like no other place. When they say no parking, I mean it's no parking on the streets or nothing. I don't know, but I mean, I would tailgate. I would tailgate in Vegas, man. I mean, let's say I rented a car and I had or renting an SUV would be the thing to do, and go out to Vegas for a football game. Shit, I'd tailgate. If I would tailgate in Philly, I would definitely tailgate in Vegas. Perfect weather. Why the hell not? You have to eat anything, man. You can make burgers, dogs, barbecue. You'd have time to make anything you want to. You wouldn't have to worry about the weather and nothing like that. And being out west, they're not going to start games until 4 o'clock or 1 o'clock their time. Been to Europe like 20 times in most states. Never been to Vegas. Really. Vegas is a place of its own, man. Vegas is a city like no other. Vegas is a place of its own. It's like New York stacked out there, and you don't know, it's all taxis, man. It's all taxis. It never goes to sleep. Maybe last month of the season, September, October, might be a tad toasty. Could be a little warm. Yeah. Well, we were out. You know what? But we were out there last weekend of September. No, it wasn't hot. It was warm, but it wasn't hot. I mean, 80, yeah, maybe 80, 70, high 70s, low 80s. It wasn't bad. We didn't sweat. And I hate the hot weather, man. Now, we got out and walked. That was warm enough after you walked a little bit that you was ready to get you a drink. Yeah. But 200 casinos out there. Jeez. It's crazy. It's not my favorite city. I'm not gonna lie to you. For the most part, yeah. Yeah, it gets hot sometimes, still sweat, but it ain't as bad. You know, when we went out there in September, like I say, we felt good. We got back home. It was actually a little cool. We got back on the 29th or 30th. Pure business. You got it. I got you. Let's hook you up. Hold on. Enter zone. Let's hook you up with it. Hold on. There we go. There you go. Now you don't have to ask anymore. We got you hooked up now, Enter zone. Now you got a wrench. They won't put that question up there anymore anytime you say anything. Try it again. Put pure business up there again. See what it says. When he typed that, I guess all you guys know it too. Ken Castro, all know it. It showed us. Yeah. Anything you say now goes through there. It don't matter. Yep. Welcome, guys, to my chat room. It was 8-2 was the final score of the Twins over the Cardinals. Atma wants to keep up with how well he wants to keep up with how well Indiana's playing tonight. Let's see what Indiana's doing right now. It was 19-9 last look. It's 19-9. You know what? They got a turnover. Actually, they didn't. Tennessee punted the ball, and they only got a 23-yard punt. And now Indiana's got the ball down to 23-yard line. Should Carr start with the Raiders next season? There's so many quarterbacks, man. I don't know. I didn't see enough Carr this year to know whether that, but you know Vegas wants a winner. You know they're going to want to have somebody out there. I mean, they got an NHL team that's already went to the Stanley Cup Finals. Now, Glenn, what they're going to do is they're counting on everybody staying at the casinos, hopping cabs, pop a cab, unload you, and bring you in. They're hoping you're not going to bring food with you either. You know that. Although in the city of Las Vegas, it's legal to drink in the taxis. You can drink inside of cabs. So I guess that's still city. I don't know if that's still in the city or not. But that's one hell of a stadium, man. They say it is beautiful. It's not Texas Stadium, but it's up there. I'm not sure it's a dome either. I haven't looked, but it's nice. It's really a nice stadium. 11-13 left in the game. Indiana trying to put away Tennessee right now, and I picked Indiana in this ball game. So no big surprises there with me. I made a bet last night. I made a bet with somebody away from home. This was the bet. You tell me which way I should have went, guys. The BCS championship game. Me or the other person's giving up 10 points. So I'm either taking Clemson and I'm starting off 10-0, or either I'm giving away Clemson and I'm taking LSU and the other person's starting 10-0. 10 point, giving up 10 points. Which one should I be? Should I be Clemson at 10-0, or should I be LSU losing 10-0 at the start of the game? So you guys tell me which way you would be if you were picking. You would either take LSU and give up 10 points, or you would take Clemson and take your points of 10 points. Atma says he would take you 10 points in Clemson. All right, let's see what anybody else says. Interzone says give up 10 points and take LSU. Well, I did one of those things. Yeah. Where's our man? Where's our little man at? Where's it? Sean. Glenn says take LSU and give up 10 points. That's what I did. I gave up 10 points and I took LSU. I like LSU that good. Clemson, to me, is not that much better. I'm like this. LSU's right here. Oklahoma's right here. Now, where the hell is Clemson? I mean, LSU and Oklahoma's here. Where is Clemson in this thing? And I just see Clemson being closer. I don't think it will be either. I think Clemson's closer to being an Oklahoma than I think Clemson is closer to being LSU. Now, personally, I'll say it this way. Had Clemson lost and Ohio State been in there, I'd have done the same thing. I think LSU is just that much better than everybody. Let's see what happens. Field goal. Indiana just puts another field goal up, and 22-9 right now. 22-9. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think it's going to be close either. I agree. I personally, I think LSU is 20 points better than either one of those three teams. Any of the three. Now, I would have been quicker to give up even a few more points against Ohio State. Clemson's a little bit bigger. Clemson's got a little bit faster quarterback. They're a little bit bigger at the line, I think. They may give LSU a run for the first quarter and a half, but I'm not worried about if LSU's winning 7-0 at halftime or something. Not at all. You know, they will spread their wings. If you saw Alabama, that's what Alabama had to do yesterday, and they finally got away from them. And they did what they had to do with Alabama win 35-16, 19-point game. Alabama was better than Michigan. Harbaugh, has he coached his last game? What's up, Sean? I just asked for him. How about that? Call his name out with call his name out and the show pops up. What do they call him? I can't think of it. Keep calling his name out. He shows up. But Alabama won by 19 points last night. And that didn't surprise me at all. Indiana, we'll see what happens there. I don't think they're going to lose now. 10.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Indiana up 22-9. No more games tonight. No more games tonight. This is it. The Candy Man. The board game, man. Yeah. I got a few of those in the mail. Got some of them sent off to me. So I get some boards off between now and Super Bowl time, probably. Your Ducks won. I actually picked them to win. I picked them to beat Wisconsin. Good close ball game there. Close ball game. I lost on Miami of Florida. They really let me down. Minnesota, Auburn let me down. Who else? Temple. I took win against Carolina. I don't know why I did that. Wow. Man, nothing wrong being asleep. You got a couple more days till you go back to school, so it's nothing wrong with that. I dozed off earlier when I was watching Shameless. Me and the wife love watching that show. Them people are crazy. If you've never watched that show before, oh my gosh, that's a bunch of crazy people. But Georgia won. Shameless. It's on Showtime. Showtime Sunday nights. We was watching it on demand. Some crazy shit goes on that show. Crazy, crazy, crazy. If you've never watched it, dysfunctional is not even the word for that damn family. They're crazy as hell. It is nuts. They were nuts. Those people in that show were crazy. Everybody check out some of the other channels on tonight. ID Jester had something going on earlier. Look, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're dysfunctional as hell, man. Yeah. If you've never watched it, watch like one of the early episodes because you'll be lost in it if you watch one of the later ones. Oh, man. They are so crazy. Yeah. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, Josh Donaldson today did not talk to a team. A team called his agent, and he told them I am not coming in. Whatever you want, I'm not coming in. Talk to him. That was reported today. It might have happened yesterday, but make your offer. He said something to the effect of make your offer if you want to. I'm just not coming to see you. Hard to make a $30 or $40 million offer, a $60 million offer to a guy that's not even willing to come to your office. That's pretty tough. That's pretty tough. That tells me that maybe he already has an offer on the table. He's already happy about it. It's like, you know what? I'm not even wasting the time. Cowboys look like they're going to keep their coach to me. I don't think they're going to get rid of him. If you'd have told me that 2 weeks ago, I'd have said you're crazy. But it looks like they're going to keep him. Jones has got to keep somebody under his thumb. He does not want a coach that's got a brain. You know? He's got to realize if he wants to win, maybe you got to give up a little bit of that control, but he's not doing it. He is not giving up any of it. Well, if the Patriots lose on Saturday, I think they're going to be hunting for a new quarterback. I think Brady will be gone. I think Brady's leaving. There's a couple of quarterbacks out there to go after. Oh, I won't like the Cowboys anymore. Nick Foles right now, the way I understand it, is going to be on the market. If I were the Patriots, I'd go after Nick Foles. Tony Khan's the Khan family has pretty much said they totally messed up on his on him and all the way. Foles to me gives me the impression that he could go to New England and be pretty successful. Number one, he played in Philly. You don't get more of a pressure cooker than that damn city at all. They're on your ass all the time. They loved him. He kept his mouth shut, went out and played hard. If you get hurt playing hard, they're not going to care so much. If you go out here and get hurt, taking your daughter to the ice cream shop, that's when they'll ride your ass. But if you're out here playing and you get hurt, okay, that's cool, dude. Just take your time, come back. But if you go out here and you do some fool stuff, that's when Philly would jump you. Be like, oh, okay, don't be a stupid ass, But they like it. They liked him a lot, and it's looking like Jacksonville no longer wants him. We'll see. We'll see. That looks like the plan to me. If somebody wants to pay a quarterback NFL salary, start and pay. Yeah, Trubisky's staying. Trubisky is staying put. Yep. Who knows what they're going to do in Carolina either? Who knows? Ron Rivera has already said he's going to try to get every one of the players from Carolina that are free agents this year that he wants up in Washington. He said that. Eli Manning. I really thought he would go to Colts, being that Peyton has such a close. Since Peyton is so close with the Colts, I really figured that Eli was going to go to the Colts. Cam Newton, they don't want Cam Newton. They would not put up with his garbage up there. He's too much of a show. Not a chance. You don't even have to worry about Cam Newton or to the Patriots. But they would let Eli go to the Patriots if he wanted to show off a little bit and show what he could do. But I really thought Eli Manning was going to be a Colt. Now I'm not so sure. We'll see. But let's not forget. Do you turn the clock back 15 years? Do you remember who would not be a San Diego Charger 15 years ago? Eli wouldn't. Okay? Eli says, I'm not going there. I'm going to play in New York. He let that be known before he ever got drafted. He and Phillip Rivers both got drafted at the same time. If Rivers goes to Indianapolis, don't think for a second Tom Brady's the only one who can go to San Diego. Eli Manning could. Eli Manning could definitely step in out there. I don't know. Because I think Denver has their quarterback. But there's so many quarterbacks spots out there. I don't know. Mm-hmm. And the Redskins are talking about drafting another quarterback. They got Dwayne Haskins, but I don't know. I think it'd be messed up trying to get Tua. I think anybody that gets Tua in the first 20 picks is screwing up big time. I wouldn't dare try it. Not with a 10-foot pole. I would get another quarterback out there before I get Tua. That's just me. But right. They drafted Eli, and Eli told them on draft night, I'm not going to play there. You can keep my rights. You can do what the hell you want to. I'm not going to play out there. I will sit. And he would have sat. And they traded. They traded up with the Giants. The next thing you know, after Phillip Rivers got drafted by the Giants, they flipped around. Yeah. Yeah. He wouldn't go. Eli, it was Eli's family. Eli and his family said, I am not playing in I'm not gonna play in San Diego. Yeah. Yep. He lies for him. So, wouldn't it be funny 15 years later, the Earth turned a little bit faster and just he ends up in San Diego or LA now? Wouldn't that be something? And then, obviously, if the Raiders give up on Carr, where the hell does he go? So I guess we'll see. 22-9. And Tennessee just gets the ball back. So, yep. Let me clear this off. You think the Raiders are going to draft a quarterback? I don't think the Raiders are going to draft a quarterback. I don't think they will. I don't think they will. And then, the guy down in Tampa, Winston, do you stick with him? There's so many of them you got questions about. Mariota, where does he go? People in Philly wanted him so bad. Where does he end up? He's got a good arm. He could end up in Carolina. Wouldn't surprise me at all. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I definitely think Cincinnati will take Joe Burrow if Joe Burrow stays healthy. I think that's a gimme. Second pick in the draft 3 weeks ago, I would have told you that no, Washington doesn't. Washington, if Joe Burrow goes to second, they'll take him, but it'll never happen. Joe Burrow is going to go first. I would have said 3 weeks ago Washington was going to take that defensive lineman from Ohio State, but I'm not so sure about that now. I don't know. I'm not sure. Because in the bowl game, he really showed nothing. He did nothing. Yeah, Chase Young did nothing in that bowl game. And Sean, that day, what did he say? He thinks he'd get 5 sacks. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. That's what they could use. What's up, Philip Reynolds? What's going on? They could use another defensive lineman, no doubt about that. That covers up a lot of your problems you have with linebackers and defensive backs. If you've got 4 good defensive linemen, they can every time he didn't even get one. If you've got 4 good defensive linemen, every time they center the ball and they go back, forearms in his face. Forearms constantly doing like this. I don't care how good your defensive backs are. They don't have to be the greatest if they're constantly on top of the quarterback. And you don't have to blitz. You get to send 7 back in coverage, 4 of them coming after him. Now, the problem you get now, especially this day and age with quarterbacks, they like to run. You always got to worry about that. But StreamYard tutorial. Cool. Very cool. My bowl picks, let's see. I was 19-11 before last night. So now I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 25-12 so far. And Indiana is just about ready to make it 26-12 with only 4 more games to go. Bet on Jason Garrett. Yeah, bet on Jason Garrett's record. That's right. Jason Garrett looks like he may be staying in upset pick this weekend. Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills. I'm picking. Do you like Justin Herbert? I think he's a good quarterback. Justin Herbert's he's going to be a good quarterback. I don't think the Redskins are picking. I'm picking the Bills to beat the Texans. Seahawks. I got the Seahawks beating the Eagles. I'm going with the other two home teams, Saints and the Patriots. Everybody. Vegas is loving this. Everybody's going against the Patriots this weekend. Titans may be favored by the time this game starts. You do realize it was a 4.5 point. It was 4.5 points is what the Patriots were favored by. So, they're hoping the Titans keep getting all this play. But Patriots, I don't care what anybody says, the Patriots going to come out with some pride this weekend. That's one game I feel pretty good about, the Patriots. I really do. I don't see them folding the tent. They played bad last weekend. Yes, they played bad. They played a game, Miami team, that has beaten the Patriots, that has beaten the Eagles. You look at the games they've played this year. That is one of the worst. 5-win teams out there? 4-win teams. They won 5, something like that. They're one of the best 5-win teams, and not one of the worst. One of the best, rather. Let's look at the scores this past weekend. Miami. Yeah, they're 5-11. They went 5-11, and who all did they beat? They beat the Jets. They beat the Colts. Let's see. Who else did they beat? Eagles, Bengals, Patriots. Beating the Bengals was nothing anyway. Beating the Bengals, that's a walk. That was a walk. But the Patriots don't have a lot of skill players. They don't have a lot of good receivers, just like the Eagles. Jake Fromm is going to be middle to late first round, could be an early second round pick. Jake Fromm needs some work. He's not the best coverage reader. He does not read coverages that well. Do I think he can step in next year and play? No, I don't. I don't think so. I don't think he's ready to do that. Jake Fromm reminds me a lot of Jake Fromm reminds me a lot of the kid up in Buffalo, but I don't think he's as talented. I don't think he's as good a quarterback as a kid in Buffalo, but we'll see. I don't think Fromm's ready to play. He's got too many holes in his game. Philip says he thinks Bengals are going to take a wide receiver with the first pick overall. I would venture to say don't take that one to the bank. I got one question for Philip. Who's going to be your quarterback? Who's going to be your quarterback next season? Trust me, Andy Dalton's not their quarterback next year. Andy Dalton already knows Andy Dalton knows he's gone. Andy Dalton is not their quarterback next year. They stuck with a coach for 15 friggin' years or 12 years or whatever, 10 too long, and they stuck with Andy Dalton 5 years too long. Now, Andy Dalton will not be your quarterback next year. There's no way. There's no way that they're going to wait till the third or fourth round to get a quarterback. Not a chance. No way. Should Tua stay in Alabama next season? Nope. Injury prone. You got to get your money now. You got to get your money now. I give you 5 good reasons for him to stay. 5 good reasons for him to get out. Georgia, Florida, Auburn, Alabama, and Tennessee. Those 5 right there, all it takes is one hit could end your career. He needs to get out. You need to get out. LSU is a good enough reason, yeah. But Philip, there's no way that they're going to wait till third or fourth round to get a quarterback. Nah. Now they may move up in the first round and try to move around, but if you get the chance at Joe Burrow, you cannot let him go. Joe Burrow. Wow. Let me think of the last quarterback, and I don't want to go. I don't want to say Brady, but who since Brady? I think he's better than Eli. I think definitely better than Rivers. The kid in Houston, I would rather have Burrow. Jackson, it's not enough body of work to tell me about Lamar Jackson yet. I would probably still rather have Burrow. Wow, Roethlisberger. Ooh. They're going to trade Green, mark my word. They may do that. But I'm just saying the first overall pick, I think it's going to be a quarterback. I think they take a QB first pick. I'm telling you right now, maybe this kid may be the best quarterback out there since Roethlisberger. And maybe, personally, I think he could be better. I really do. I think he's that good. I don't think – yeah, it's a 1-year body of work. Granted, 1-year body of work. But look who he's played, and look how he's made him look. He's made him look like he was a man, and the rest of them were kids. Yeah, Big Ben can't run. You're right there, but he's still a great quarterback. You ain't got to be able to run to be a quarterback. Tom can't run. Well, I didn't say he's going to win them a Super Bowl, but they're not going to take a – they won't take a wide receiver with number 1 overall pick. Not a chance. Not a chance. When was the last time I was done? That won't happen. Not with the Bengals, it won't. No way. Let's see. Last wide receiver to go number 1 overall. Was it Keyshawn Johnson in 96? Might have been. Keyshawn Johnson. No, Odell Beckham on number 1. Yeah. Odell Beckham didn't go number 1. I think. Who was the last wide receiver to go number 1? Big Ben versus Brady. Neither one can run. See, look at this, Philip. Last year, first receiver taken was 19th. Jeffrey Simmons. Yeah. So he won't go. He won't go first. I don't care who the receiver is. It's not going to happen. Um, it won't happen. Not a chance. Not if they need a quarterback. They got to have a quarterback. Yeah, they'll go defense before they go with a wide receiver. I'll promise you that. They'll go with the defensive. They'll go with the guy from Ohio State before they go wide receiver. But if Joe Burrow is healthy, they're crazy not to take him. Why wouldn't you? There's receivers out there. You can get receivers. You can go out here and make trades. You can uh, Jerry Jeudy will probably be there bottom of the first round, top of the second, middle of the first anyway. Middle of the first. Jerry Judy's going to be a good receiver. There's going to be a lot of good ones out there. That's not, it's not nobody going to be way head and shoulders above everybody else. It's going to be a lot of good ones. It'll probably be 10 good receivers go, but they won't go number one. I don't think. Yeah. I mean, you see any mock draft right now, they're all picking, the first 4 or 5 picks. And they've still got Tua going to top 5. I mean, they still got Tua going top 5, and he just had surgery. So he's not even playing. Not even playing, but they got him going. So that's what a quarterback means. That's what a quarterback means to a team. I mean, really. And that's what that's how they pick. That's how they're picking who's going to go. That's why everybody's going against the Patriots this weekend. No, they won't. They'll probably go with the defensive back if they don't get the kid from Ohio State. But everything's pointing toward the kid to Ohio State, Chase Young. We'll see. Defensive backs, there's a few of them going too. Yeah. Anderson. That's been a while back. That's like, in the zone, that's like apples and oranges. Is Burrow a pocket quarterback? I don't necessarily think he is. I don't think he's going to go out here and run for 100 yards a game like the kid from Clemson. I don't necessarily call him a pocket quarterback, but let me ask you this: do you consider Aaron Rodgers a pocket quarterback? Hell, I don't even consider Drew Brees a pocket quarterback. He moves up and around. He moves around. Now he don't run a lot, but he moves around through the pocket and gets around. He doesn't just stand in the pocket like Tom does. Yeah, Aaron can run if he needs to, but I'm just saying I don't necessarily consider you a pocket quarterback when you move up in the pocket, move around in the pocket, move over. There's mobile, and then there's granite. Tom Brady's granite. He can't get up there and run too much. Joe Burrow's better than that as far as movement. He's got great movement. He reminds me in the pocket a lot of Brees and Rodgers. He can run and throw the ball. He can stay out there and move side to side in the pocket, not just back and forth. He's got that presence. Like if he's standing there and he's looking downfield and somebody's coming behind him, it almost like he feels the heat and wants to move his body that way. He's got that presence to him. And that's something you don't see a lot. I mean, there's a lot of guys that don't feel that. The kid up in Philly is terrible. I think about that. I don't think he has good pocket presence at all. Um, I can't think of his name. Number 11, the kid from North Dakota State. But you know, Carson Wentz. I don't think he has good presence in the pocket. I just don't think his pocket presence is good at all. I mean, he can be standing there. Next thing you know, he's going to get clobbered. I mean, he just does not feel it. He doesn't run straight ahead. Even if it's not a lot behind him, he just won't move just in a clear out part of field, just where he can throw it down the field. He'll stay there, and a lot of times, boom, he ends up getting hit. He fumbles a lot. I don't think Rivers has great pocket presence. I just don't think he does. But all of them don't. Yeah, Ken Anderson was in quarterback for the Bengals. The only good quarterback. Was he in the Super Bowl? Was Ken Anderson the Super Bowl quarterback? Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady in a race. 50-yard dash. Finish up tomorrow morning. Ken Anderson was a good quarterback. I liked him. There were some quarterbacks that played that never got a lot of talk. Dan Fouts. If you never heard of Dan Fouts, well, Rivers is like this. If you ever watch him after he gets hit, he picks up a ball and slams it down. All right, how does that make your lineman feel? They turn around, look back at him, roll their eyes up at him. Or the receiver's like, okay, what is he expecting of us? He's too temperamental. That's his problem. He's just got too much temper. What's up, Dale Lonsdale? We was just talking about your guy. Just talking about number 11 just a second ago. I was telling them I don't think he has good pocket presence in a quarterback. He doesn't have good presence in the pocket when he goes back for passes because too often he gets hit, fumbles the ball, and he just doesn't. I don't think he has great pocket presence anyway. Carson Wentz. Now, let me tell you right now, folks. Let me preface all this by saying this. If you watch any of the Philadelphia shows right now, Carson Wentz is the best thing since sliced bread. Now, if they get beat this week, they're going to talk about how bad Carson Wentz is, and they're going to eat him up and chew him up and spit him out. That's how quick Philly dumps on their players. I'm just straight up telling you. Before it even happens. Carson Wentz is not all that in a bag of chips. He's just not. He goes back. Most people in Philly would have rather kept Nick Foles. I don't know about Dale, but majority of fans would have rather kept Nick Foles. They wanted Foles. Nick Foles was tough. Nick Foles could win, and Nick Foles knew how to get along with the people up there. Every time Carson Wentz reminds me a lot of Andy Reid. Every time Wentz loses, you hear the same song and dance every time. It's the same paint job on the fence every time. And, there's only so many times you can coat the fence with paint before somebody's going to look at the fence and say, hey, dude, it looks all right already, Tannehill does have good – he does. He has good pocket presence. He just lack of experience there. He just does not I mean, when I say that, it's not so much a lack of experience, but uh, he's got to get time to mold with those kids in Tennessee. You know, I'll believe it when I see it this weekend with Tannehill up in New England. That's something he's never bit off and chewed in his life. That's a lot. That's a lot. And that's why I've said all along, Buffalo may go in there and lay an egg. No, he hasn't. That kid from Buffalo may go in there and lay an egg, and he may lay an egg down in Houston this weekend. I just think it's the perfect storm for the Bills to win. They're playing a team just like them. They're playing a team that's got a good defense, but I think Buffalo's a better defense of the two, between them and Houston. Running backs, I think maybe. I think they can stick right there with them running. Throwing the football, Houston may have a small advantage. Mobile quarterback, Houston does have advantage. But other than that, I actually think Buffalo has the better quarterback of the two. I'd rather have Buffalo's quarterback. Um, I don't know. I think Buffalo has a great chance going down there in Houston, beating Houston this week. If Tennessee had some playoff experience, I would give them a better chance. You look at Vegas, look at the odds. Vegas is solely behind the Patriots, and they're trying to make everybody bet on Tennessee. Let's see. What's a score? I mean, let's see, not scores. Um, it still went up to 5 points. You see, it was 4.5 early in the week. People are still betting on New England though, and they're trying to get people to bet on Tennessee. Um, and now the thing of it is, look at Seattle and Philadelphia. Earlier in the week, Philadelphia was 3-point dogs. Now they're 1.5. After seeing Seattle blow it last week, they're like, okay, now let's put the brakes on, guys. Seattle's got to go to Philadelphia, which is not an easy place to play. They never went there once this year. They went there once and won 17-9. Well, this time, colder weather, 45 points. I would just go under the total. I would go under the total. I don't think neither team's going to be running the ball up and down the field on the other team. I would go under the total. Tennessee, New England, I would go 44.5. I'd go under that total. Now, Minnesota and New Orleans, 49.5. They may score that in the first half. I'd go over that total. Buffalo and Houston, 44 points. I would stay under that total too. 4 inches of snow expected. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, where I'm at right now, it was 55 degrees today. 50 anyway. Yeah. So, yeah. It's all according to what's going to happen, what's happening as far as the weathers. And, the dome, Minnesota is kin to, they used to play, they've played in dome stadiums. We're going to see what New Orleans is about. Game time temperature 22. Yeah. I knew they wanted to give Philadelphia a prime time game. I knew they wanted to. Now they're playing 440. I'm telling you, everybody's riding New Orleans, that New Orleans train. I think Minnesota's going to go in there and give them a game. I think New Orleans wins, but I think Minnesota's going to give them a game, man. I really do. I really do. I think Minnesota has a better defense. You might be right, Sean. We'll see. I think Minnesota's got the better defense of it too. But playing in New Orleans is going to make a difference. Playing in that dome, and I mean it's in the right there in New Orleans. It's old stadium. They really need a new one. If anybody ever needed a new stadium, New Orleans needs one. Superdome is an old stadium. It's a piece of trash. Houston. Houston's got a nice stadium. Yeah, it's loud. Yeah, it is loud. It is. Talking about New Orleans. Saints 75, Vikings 10. I just don't see that, guys. I just do not see that. I do not. So who in here agrees with who was that was telling me a little while ago? Philip. Yeah. Who in here agrees with Philip and thinks there's a chance? Does anyone in here think that the Bengals will take a wide receiver with their number one pick? Just a yes or no would be cool, okay? Wide receiver, Cincinnati with number one overall pick. Now I think they could trade for one, guys. Don't ever make that out of. But who here thinks that Cincinnati will take a wide receiver with the number one overall pick? Dale says no. Should Bridgewater leave the Saints this season? Oh, sure. After this season, he needs to go somewhere and play. Yeah, he could go back to Minnesota or go back. He could go up to Detroit too. There's a few places he can go. New England may want him. So what do you think, guys? Should Cincinnati take a wide receiver, number one overall? I just don't think they will. If I was a Cincinnati GM, I wouldn't do it. I just think there's too many receivers out there, not enough good quarterbacks, man. You gotta get yourself a franchise. And you don't have that right now. You do not have a franchise. That's me. That's me. Cowboys fired Jason Garrett. Let's see if they really did, or is he going to give me just a hard time? Jason Garrett. Not yet. They ain't fired him yet. Oh, yeah. They did get rid of him. They did fire him. They did. Oh, yeah. They fired him. They did. It's official. Jason Garrett is gone. Oh, yeah. Sean's on top of that. All right. Yep. Jason Garrett is gone. I'm surprised by that. Why do you wait? Why do you wait a week? Why do you wait a week? Yeah, why do you wait a week for that? So now the coaching carousel gets even more interesting. Yeah, it was. It's not even up online yet. I had to go to the coach search there online. Yeah. Yep. Jason Garrett, Dallas Cowboys coach. And I mean, yeah. NBC still is not announcing. With your owner, why have two? Yeah, why? This is the third meet. It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, see, who was the source that let me know about it here? Other than Sean. Sean's the one that told me. I just saw it right here. And the Jason Garrett will be my head coach of my Dallas Cowboys on opening day 2020. And now Yeah, Stephen Jones. Stephen Jones and him are good friends. Yeah, I just read. I just read it where he was out though. Has anybody seen it on report Bleacher Report? Jason Garrett, Cowboys expected to part ways after lengthy debate. Tony Romo, Tony Romo is now on a list, on their short list. How about that shit? I had not heard that. Tony Romo on their short list. Wow. Well, you wait around too long. You wait around, and now the Browns are already talking to Urban Meyer. They're already talking to Urban Meyer, so they may end up getting him signed by Monday. You know, I said all along that the Cowboys would fire Garrett, and they were going to hire Oklahoma's coach, Riley. I thought you thought Urban Meyer. Yeah. Yeah, you just can't take that long. You're doing that. I think they could hire that Riley. What's his name? From Oklahoma. That's who I think is going to be the next Cowboy coach. But if they get Romo now, wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? I know. Uh, um, they talked to on TV. Fox talked to Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman said, "I would love to be the coach, only if I were the GM as well." Mike McCarthy could be. He could be a candidate. Lincoln Riley is who I think it's going to be, though. I don't think it's going to be Urban Meyer. I really don't. I'll be surprised now. You've waited too long. Urban Meyer, he's had offers. I think he's going somewhere else. I really do. Um, see, Aikman does not want Jerry picking the players out for him, and I think Aikman he's got some control going to Cincinnati. Who do you think's going to Cincinnati? Urban Meyer? Urban Meyer, I think, is going to Cleveland. Cleveland to the Browns. Cincinnati's got their coach. No, Urban won't go to Cincinnati. Cincinnati's got a coach. Why are college coaches struggle? Why do college coaches struggle in the NFL? Well, all right. My opinion. You want my opinion on it? You're used to being around kids 18 to 21, and you're used to kids screwing up, doing stupid crap, and you realize their mom and dad's nowhere near, and you're right there. And you can look at them in the eye and tell them, "Hey, kids, pick it, pick it up. You threw it on the ground, pick it up." In the NFL, if an NFL player throws something on the ground, the coach has either got to get somebody else to pick it up, or he's got to do it. There's not enough yes sirs and no sirs in the NFL. There's enough that they turn their back and they're gonna go and do their own thing. Unless your name, I should be the GM. I should not be the Redskins GM. I wouldn't last 2 days there. Number one, I wouldn't get along with him. I wouldn't get along with the man. I wouldn't get along with the owner. No, not at all. Not at all. Right. Don't tell me anything I don't want to hear, Coach. I'll get back to you. Don't worry. Don't call me. I'll call you. It's that kind of system. And you're talking about guys like Urban Meyer, big attitude. Um, the guy at Oklahoma. Uh, yeah, the guy at Oklahoma. I mean, Lincoln Riley, the guy at Alabama, big time. Uh, uh, I forget names, man. I forget names. I'm getting old. Alabama's coach. Right. You can't tell them what to do. No time. Um, all these coaches that have made their money through the past, 20 years, whatever. All right. I saw something on TV today that lit a bulb up in me. I just couldn't believe it when they said this. This was great. Comment of the week on TV: Seahawks versus. He's got a lot of attitudes. Seahawks versus the Eagles. What do we see here? Two great head coaches. That was the first thing out of their mouth. Two great head coaches. All right. Anybody out there in Seattle? Is anybody in here from the Seattle area? The last time I heard, and I talked about people talking about Seattle's coach. When's the last time great coach and Seattle was together? Great coach. He is the same guy a few years ago at the balls at the 1 yard line, it's this far from the end zone, and he gets him to throw a pass. Anybody remember that? Is that great coach? What makes a great coach in the NFL? Pete Carroll sucks. Yeah. What makes a great coach? I saw that on TV today, and I was eating. I was just about ready to spit my food up. I was laughing so hard. That's the one common theme with the Seahawks and the Eagles. They're both well coached, and I'm thinking to myself, really? If that would have been all right, let's just say it. Let's be truthful about it. Had that been a first year coach, okay, a first year coach in the Super Bowl, not his name's not Pete Carroll, some first year coach, and he picked him up off the street, and he's lucked his way all the way to the Super Bowl. And he gets to the 1 yard line, and he gets his quarterback to throw the ball, and they throw an interception, and that's the end of the game. How many times would a first year coach might not get fired, but would have the hot iron on his tail the rest of the time he's there? Where this Pete Carroll character, come on, look at what Pete Carroll did. Okay, did he win one? Did he win one national championship or two? I think he won one, but he may have won two at USC. But I'm sorry, you can't be the resident. You can't be the village idiot and be the best coach out there. And Pete Carroll's a village idiot. Of all 30 teams out there right now, he's the one coach I would not want coaching my team at all. Give me any of the rest before him. He's terrible with the clock. Terrible about calling plays. And then number three, he's got an attitude. He thinks he's the greatest. You look at him when he comes back in the back here. He just walks around there like he's the greatest. And how he keeps that attitude and aura about him and somebody doesn't slap the piss at him, I don't know. How did he make it through Seattle and somebody not knock a crap out of him and be like, what the hell were you thinking? Does winning one Super Bowl prior to that give you all the right in the world to where you can make so many stupid mistakes you can just ruin a team? They had a dynasty going on up there. Can you imagine had they run that ball through? All right, New England would have 5 Super Bowls instead of 6 wins right now. Seattle would have had 2 within 3 years' time. They would have been on a roll. Players would have been wanting to flock that way. After that happened, look at how many look at how many players wanted out. Look at that defense since that Super Bowl. Sherman got the hell out. So many others got the hell out. It was like, we don't want this. If you go call dumb plays, we want out. We want to get out. And that's just the way it works, man. It's stupid. I just don't understand why people make him out to be one of the best coaches in the NFL. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Let's see. Let me go back. Let's put a bow on everything for the night. Josh Donaldson, a team got in touch with him either yesterday or today. His agent got in touch with him. He got back in touch with his agent and said, no, thank you. I'm not going to talk to that team. They would not disclose the team they're talking to or that was talking to them, but he would not make the trip. He says, I'm not going there. I may sign a contract, but I'm not going to the town. So that doesn't sound too good. I don't know who they're talking about. Oh my gosh. Tennessee comes back and beats Indiana. How about that? I did not pick that one. Tennessee comes back and beats Indiana 23-22. Unbelievable. I picked Indiana in that ball game. Only one game tomorrow. He's looking for a 5-year deal. I don't think he's going to get it anywhere. I think probably 3 years, $60 million. But whoever it was got in contact with his agent, and he just downplayed it. Said, no thanks. I'm not going there. So is it to where he thinks he's got one written in stone already? Maybe. But wherever it was, he said he wasn't hopping a plane going there. I'm not going talking to him. So he may have already talked to this team 2 or 3 times. It could be Atlanta. If it's Atlanta, folks, I mean, I'm making, a mountain out of a molehill. We know he came from Atlanta. So why go back and talk to them again if you already know the framework of Atlanta? But if it's a team like your Nationals, if it's a team like your Phillies, if it's a team like your Dodgers, and he's telling somebody no, that's you got to figure he's either got a contract in place or he's going to play the waiting game, kind of like the guy for the Astros did last year, the pitcher, which I don't like that deal. I think if you're not signed by a certain date, then you ought to have to sit out half the season. That's what ought to happen. You should not be able to sit back, lick your chops, and sit there and watch baseball on TV, go out and work out for an hour every day, and still go out here and sign for $20 million in middle of June. I don't like that idea. I don't like it at all. But we'll see what happens with that. So that's that story. Jason Garrett just got fired within the last 15 minutes in Dallas, and immediately on his short list, Tony Romo become a short list candidate in Dallas. We already knew Troy Aikman wanted his name. If I'm right about Bengals, you can come see me in person. Yeah, Philip, they're not going to pick a wide receiver. I'm not trying to burst your bubble or anything, but they will not pick a wide receiver. It's not a wide receiver. Number one, it's not a wide receiver out there. I don't even think it's capable of being a number one. Jerry Judy's good. Jerry Judy's good, but he's not a number one overall. I mean, to be number one overall and a receiver, you better have, you better be a Hall of Fame type guy. Jerry Judy's the closest thing to it. I just don't see him going number one. I don't see it. Now, Bengals number one pick might be a wide receiver if they trade down. But if they pick an overall number one pick, it will not be a receiver. It will not. They will pick a quarterback. Now they may trade him, whoever, but yeah, Joe Burrow right now, if he doesn't get hurt, he's going to be number one by the Bengals now. Okay, now if they end up trading and then Washington or somebody else moves up, then a defensive player may go first. But yeah, Arenado, who knows where he's still. They're still talking about trying to trade him. Who wouldn't want him? Who would not want him, man? My gosh, where's Jerry Rice Jr. when yeah, Jerry Rice, and don't forget Jerry Rice didn't go. He didn't go number one overall. I don't think. No, he didn't go number one overall. Very few receivers go number one. You got to be, yeah. I mean, you got to be 6'5" and 210 and a 4.25 and great hands and great attitude. And it's just not out there. It's just nobody out there with those traits. There's going to be some good receivers out there. Don't get me wrong, but there's nobody out there 6'4", 205, 210, 4.25, great hands, great attitude, quiet, smiles, does all the right stuff. It's just nobody out there this year. Joe Burrow, on the other hand, Joe Burrow won the Heisman. Joe Burrow is eating up this competition right now. He's going to go number one. I think it's going to have to be a team that is proven, like a proven commodity that I don't need a quarterback. Is the only way. And trust me, with Andy Dalton out there right now, they've got way too many questions. Second best player in the draft. Well, everybody's telling me the kid from Ohio State, the defensive lineman. But I tell you what, I like it's a defensive back. Yeah, what team is he on? Jeez. Might be LSU. LSU or Alabama one. We've got like 6 picks this year, 6 or 7. Say the Redskins are cursed because of their name. But that lineman for Ohio State, they're saying the Redskins are going to pick him all day long. And then the third pick, obviously that's going Miami, I think, right? Tua. Everybody's picking Tua to go there. We'll see. It all depends on how Tua is physically. It all depends on who he is physically. But yeah, don't go by just me. Go by these check out these mock drafts already. And those guys know their business a lot better than I do. But I've seen Joe Burrow enough to know that if I didn't have my quarterback of the future, I'd get him. I would jump on him right now. I wouldn't necessarily play him right now. If I didn't have a good offensive line to go in front of him, I wouldn't play him right now. Rivers may go to he may go to the Colts. Eli Manning's going to still be out there, and the Bengals may go with that 1-year plan. The Bengals, that would be perfect if they end up drafting Joe Burrow and be like, guess what? We're either going to go after Eli, or we're going to go after Nick Foles, or we're going to go after one of these Bridgewater. Go after one of these guys. We're going to let him play. We're going to let Burrow sit for a year, and we're going to let one of these guys, seasoned veterans, play for a year or two, and then get Burrow put in there. If I was a Bengals, I would do that. Oh my God! I mean, they could go from worst in the NFL they could be a top 15 team next year if their GM plays it the right way. If they do the right things, get Burrow, go out and go get you a free agent quarterback. He doesn't have to be the best name, but somebody that can play. Not Jacoby Brissett, but Eli Manning, Nick Foles, Mariota even. But go out there and get yourself a free agent quarterback. Bring him to Cincinnati and say, look, you're going to be a 1 or 2 year solution. Joe Burrow, you're going to sit on the sidelines. You're going to pick up. You're going to pick up and pick up. And then, go wild free agency and find you 2 or 3 good receivers. That's the way I would do it. I didn't even try to go with the rookie. I would try to find some seasoned guys. That's what I would do. OBJ is going to be out there for the taking for somebody. I don't think Brown's going to keep him. I think he'll be gone. You just got to be willing to take a risk with that clown there, So, all right, guys, I am Rob. If you missed my game, History Maker Baseball, it was the Twins 8. It was the Cardinals 2. Not a real interesting game. Then after that, we had a lot of good talk about the NFL. Jason Garrett just got fired moments ago from the Cowboys. So Jason Garrett is fired. Will he become a coach somewhere else? Will he go to college? Will he go to the pros somewhere else? He's got a winning record, guys. He just has never had, you just don't know how much space he got in Dallas. Maybe with a little space, he could go out there and maybe be a real good coach. I don't know. He might could. Sean's ready to dance out in Central Virginia. He's ready to dance because he's a Cowboys fan, and he can't wait to see who the Cowboys end up getting as their next head coach. We're 11 days away from the BCS Bowl. I actually gave up 10 points to a guy. I made a bet last night. I'm taking LSU. I gave up 10 points. So he's got Clemson plus 10 starting the game. And that was a $20 bet we made last night. So on the 13th, we'll see who ends up winning that one. I feel pretty good about that. I really do. I think that 5.5 is going to move up some between now and that game. But we'll see. I know there's a lot of Clemson lovers out there, but I don't know. I just think LSU is just so much better than everybody else. LSU's very, very talented, starting 22, and their bench is good too. They got 15, 20 good bench players. So they if one has to step out, somebody else should step right in. Other than their quarterback, obviously they can't afford to lose him. But I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a pretty good blowout in that game. I think LSU is going to win pretty big. I won't be here in the morning. I'll be at my parents' house for a couple hours tomorrow. I hope to be back here by lunchtime. If I am, I don't know what I may get going on here, but I know Sean has to go back to school Monday, so I'd like to do another game or two before he goes back to school. It'd be good to do that. Dad is feeling better. Yes, he had an infection, viral infection of some sort, or some sort of infection, and he's been taking his medicine, and he's doing. Yes, he is doing better. Yep. I actually hope to have him and my mom out here in the next few days, perhaps. But if they are, I'll let Papa K come out here and wave to you guys, and say hi to you. He likes to come out here and see what I got going on my tables. A lot of times he likes to check it out. So yeah, if he is, he can't see real well, so I'll have to tell him what all you say to him. But anytime you guys ever ask, anytime anybody asks about my mom, my dad, or my wife, it always gets back to them. So Sean, I certainly will get back and I'll tell Dad about that. God bless, folks. Have a great, great rest of your evening. I am going here. I'm going to find me something to drink before I go hit to bed. Like I say, I got to get up early tomorrow and go out to the parents' house, go check on them, see how they're doing. And thank you, Dale. I'll let him know that you wish him well. And we certainly are praying for him, too. He's 86 years old, and he's got a lot of piss and vinegar still. He's not ready to give up it yet. That's for sure. So we're hoping he comes out, does pretty well. You guys have a great night. God bless. Happy New Year to everybody, and enjoy all the football this weekend if I don't see you between now and then. God bless.